Promotional films explain to girls the importance of a suitable marriage.
Sehen Sie mal, bei sämtlichen Vorfahren die gleich guten Eigenschaften. Guter Jäger, guter Jäger, guter Jäger.
Da sieht man erst mal, wie wichtig die genaue Aufzeichnung der Vorfahren ist.
Ja, und erst recht für uns Menschen.
Ja, dann würde die Gattenwahl manchmal anders ausfallen. Nicht mehr zufällig, sondern bewusst wird das Gesunde sich zum Gesunden finden. Zur glücklichen und richtigen Gattenwahl. Gebt euer Bestes eurem Volke, dann werdet ihr zum besten Volke gehören.
We were the best people in the world, and the most competent, and the most beautiful people in the world. Jews are exactly the opposite. That's what we were told.
At BDM meetings, girls learned what the Nazis called racial science. The lessons were reinforced in the anti-Semitic magazine, Der Stürmer.
I passed 2 display cases on my way to school. Young children walked past them as well. The cases displayed a newspaper called Der Stürmer. I have no idea who thought it up. It showed Jews, and I was fascinated by it as the pictures were horrifying.
On the streets, the message was the same. Jewish shops were the targets of graffiti and vandalism.
Dieses ostjüdische Untermenschentum hat seit jeher Westeuropa das internationale Verbrechergesindel geliefert. Von hier aus wurden die Demokratien mit Taschendieben, Zuhältern, Rauschgift- und Mädchenhändlern, internationalen Bankschiebern und Hetzjournalisten versorgt.
There's a saying, every little drop wears away a stone. And we were like stones that water dripped onto slowly, until we believed it was true. And everything was okay.
Many girls blindly swallowed the propaganda.
Some were sorry and others indifferent. They said, "We are National Socialists and in the BDM. You're not. You're a Jewish bitch. I have nothing against you personally, but you Jews are to blame for everything." That was the way it was.
Das war die Tendenz.
The regime also targeted other racial groups.
I was even scared when I walked past them in a colourful skirt. They knew I was a gypsy child, and they spat on the ground or right into my face. And they shouted out, "Gypsy trash," and that kind of thing.
The 9th of November 1938 was Kristallnacht, the night of broken glass. BDM girls couldn't avoid the carnage that Hitler unleashed on the country's Jewish communities.
Sie zerrten eine alte Frau die Treppe runter an den Haaren.
They were pulling an old lady down the stairs by the hair, and I stood there thinking, what are they doing? What is this?
Was ist das?
But then I thought she'd done something wrong and must be a criminal.
Das ist sicher eine Verbrecherin.
But I know I vomited afterwards. It upset me so much that it made me sick. Younger children also saw things like that.
So Dinge haben auch Kinder gesehen.
Within months of Kristallnacht, Germany was at war. The BDM girls were to play a far greater role in this conflict than even Hitler could have dreamed. The Nazis invaded Poland on the 1st of September 1939. More than 90,000 Polish people died. But Nazi propaganda convinced many Germans that the Poles had been the aggressors.
The enemy was outside us. That bonded us as a nation. They were the baddies. We thought, at least I did, that the Poles had attacked us and we were just defending ourselves, which was okay.
BDM girls were active in the victory celebrations. German schoolchildren wrote essays commemorating the occasion.
We
are full of heartfelt gratitude to our William Tell and place our fate in his, Adolf Hitler's, hands. It will be the sacred duty of us all to protect and complete our fatherland, for the arch enemies who surround us are trying again and again to cut us down in our prime and destroy our country in a war of annihilation. We wrote nonsense like that in those days. That's how we were trained as National Socialists.
The BDM girls were called on to take the place of the thousands of men away fighting.
Die Millionen schaffender Jungen und Mädel in der deutschen Rüstungsproduktion, bei der Betreuung unserer Soldaten, bei der Nachbarschafts- und Einkaufshilfe unserer Mädel, als Helferinnen in den Säuglingspflegestätten, bei der täglichen Zustellung der Zeitungen, bei den Austrägerdiensten der Reichspost und als Hilfsschaffner bei den Straßenbahnen, als Kindergärtnerinnen, in den Nähstuben der Mädel zur Behebung der ersten Not, als Erntehelfer des deutschen Bauern und bei der Unterstützung der deutschen Bäuerin.
On our social evenings, we made things for the soldiers. We knitted for them and wrote letters to them. We felt we had to help them as they were fighting for us.
Helping on the home front was not enough for some girls who fantasized about doing much more.
As a young girl, I sometimes stood in front of the mirror in a heroic pose, imagining myself sacrificing my life for the Führer, the people, and the fatherland. Then everyone else could keep on living in peace, and the Reich could be preserved. Every now and then I had strange impulses like that.
The older BDM girls took over the role of tram conductors. It was here that one girl noticed the beginning of something more sinister.
Once we had a special trip. They said, don't sell tickets to those two carriages. They are just travelling as far as the railway station. Those people were probably taken off and killed. I should have realized then that something was going on, and perhaps I even did at the time.
By 1940, deportations were becoming increasingly common across Nazi Germany. Classmates of BDM girls would often disappear without warning.
We were still living in town. I went to pick her up to go to school. We weren't even 10 years old. There was a truck in front of the building and they were throwing furniture into it. As a child, I was terribly upset and said, "That is so mean. She didn't tell me she's moving out."